Hey everyone, welcome back to Heroes of the Storm. I did hint at this in some other previous videos. Fortunately, this was now able to happen due to a buddy of mine joining me, who I am going to plug. Be sure to go check out his Twitch channel. I'll put it in the description. But yeah, this is the reason this took so long is because this character is a very unique character that it requires two people in order to control it. Because this is a character known as Cho'gal, who is a two-headed ogre from World of Warcraft. He's known as a raid boss. The description here says, Twilight Hammer's Chieftain. Cho'gal is one of the most powerful, intelligent, and insane ogre magi to have ever lived. As the leader of the Twilight Hammer, the two brothers seek to bring about an age of destruction whenever they aren't bickering, that is. So let's take a look at his skins. This is his basic look. With the two heads here, and as you can see, they're talking amongst each other. Here are the different color schemes. This is his master skin, pretty cool looking, emphasizing that Cho is the warrior and Gall is the mage. The different color tints there. This is an alternate skin called Corruptor Cho'gal, almost makes him look like a ninja. It's pretty cool looking. This third skin variant with the white and the gold, I'm not really sure what this is going for. It looks almost like he should be part of the angels in Diablo, but I don't know, maybe that's part of the joke. So, in this first one, I'm going to be playing as Cho, and my buddy AlphaMed707 is going to be playing as Gall. So, while unfortunately I wasn't able to get the setup where we can be able to hear his commentary on this, he and I are still able to converse each other through Discord during the match, so that way we're not completely lost or discoordinated during the match. So Cho's abilities are very tanky. He's definitely the warrior here. He's got Surging Fist. He winds up for at least 1 second, temporarily slowing yourself, and then reactivate the charge in a direction. Enemies in the path are knocked aside and take 46 damage. Consuming Blaze. Ignite nearby enemies, dealing 134 damage over 4 seconds. If this hits an enemy, you gain 272 health over 4 seconds. Rune Bomb. Now, this is one of those abilities that where one side activates it and then the other side, this is where the cooperation of two players comes into play. Whereas Cho throws the bomb, Gall is the one who decides when the bomb explodes. So I throw the bomb that deals 91 damage to enemies, and then Gall can use the blast to detonate to deal 274 damage in an area. And the trait, of course, is that we're two-headed. So his two heroics are Hammer of Twilight, which powers up his basic attacks by 25% passively. But if you activate it, and here's the cool thing, it's only got a 15-second cooldown. It deals 156 damage, and it stuns enemies for 0.75 seconds. Upheaval, it's okay. It's got a 6-second cooldown. It pulls enemies towards you, but it doesn't do that much damage. And it may slow them, but it doesn't stun them, so... Now, the talent tree is interesting for Cho'gal because on both sides, you can actually choose abilities either for yourself or for your teammate. So, for my one talent, I would probably choose increasing Surging Fist, range, and speed, so that way that ability is a little bit more effective. At 4, there's an ability that I can give to us called Seared Flesh. Every third basic attack does bonus damage, an extra 75% damage, which is pretty good. Now, 7 involves an ability that Gall has, whereas here's one of the things about Cho'gal. Cho is the only one who controls the movement of the character. Gall has no control over the movement, other than he does have a Z ability, which if I'm not mounted and I need to either chase someone or run away, Gall can activate his Z, so that way I can be able to sprint a bit. So, at 7, I can choose I Am Hurrying, which increases the duration of Gall's Hurry Up Oath by 1.5 seconds, and it no longer fades over time. At 10, I would probably go for Hammer of Twilight. At 13, I've seen other players use Molten Block, which they activate to become invulnerable, but you guys know my style, I'm not really into activation abilities. It's a bit too much for me, so I like to go with some other ones that buff abilities. So I'd maybe go with Surge of Stamina, because it reduces the duration of silences, stuns, slows, roots, and polymorphs by 50% 5 seconds when I use Surging Fist. At 16, I would probably go with Frenzied Fists, as that increases our attack speed by 100% for 4 seconds, which is pretty insane. And at 20, I would probably either go with Cthulhu's Gift, which makes our basic attacks ranged and it slows our targets by 20% for 2 seconds, or the Will of Gall, which I give an ability to my teammate Gall to activate, which makes Cho'gal unstoppable for 2 seconds and has a 6-second cooldown. So it's a pretty interesting build for Cho, very tanky, and you'll see how different it is for Cho compared to Gall. So my buddy Alpha Med is ready to go, so let's get going here. Shouldn't have to wait that long since we're facing AI. Oh, so we have Lunara, Artanis, and Zool as our teammates. I will say, I don't know about you, Alpha, but I don't like that new loading screen they have where it goes to white and just blinds you and then it fades to black. Yeah, it's just kind of like, ah, my eyes! So we're playing on Dragonshire. I've actually been having some recent success on this map in Hero League because I've been playing as Azmodan, and I've been mainly staying in mid lane and just pushing mid lane while everyone else gets the shrines. And it actually has worked. I think I won like 6 in a row in Hero League doing that strategy. Yeah. You get a lane pusher like Azmodan or someone else who's good. I'm not sure about Zagara or Zool, but I mean Asmo is just so good at the lane pushing that it draws them to the middle lane while your teammates go and get shrines.
Heroes, prepare for combat.
How dare you show your face here?
This is one of the funniest things I love about Cho'gal. He carries the horse over his shoulder. Oh, it's alright. It's alright, man. You can talk.
Battle commencing in 10 seconds.
Nah, it's alright.
5.
But I just love this. This is so unique. It's so funny.
1. Let the battle
By the way,
begin.
look at how it combined our name. DJ Ahmed. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's hilarious. When you play Cho'gal, it combines our usernames. Start working on the towers there. Bomb. Of course, we are playing AI, which of course they're just really dumb.
The ancient shrines. Control them and let loose the dragon light.
So one of the good things about Cho'gal is that because he has 2 characters in one, is that he can be really overpowered at times. So if you have a good team around you with the amount of power that he's got, with the way Cho can tank, and the amount of damage that Gall can do, because Gall can do insane amounts of damage.
Activate the shrines and the dragon's power is yours.
I will say that in my experience of matches where Cho'gal and his team has gone up against a team of 5, a lot of times the team of 5 has been able to get the upper hand because they've just been more coordinated and been able to use that extra number to their advantage. Looks like our Artanis player is trying to get that shrine from Sylvanas and was able to do that.
Of course.
We may have to go
the winds of the storm.
go help them out. Get this shrine. Yeah, take that, Maka.
That was rather entertaining.
Oh yes, a good kill, brother.
I love the commentary between them. Oh yes, good kill, brother. Is that how they're like during the raid? I think my favorite I've heard is I'm ready to go. Well, I don't want to. Come on, Artanis, get that shrine.
Twilight falls.
Alright, he's gonna get but our Zul lost top. Alright, now we can finally get the dragon here.
Foes shall be
Oh wow, you can still use your Gall abilities while I'm the knight? Oh, that is awesome. I didn't know you could do that. Well, that just makes the Dragon Knight even more overpowered. Alright, let's see if we can help out Zul up here. Even though he doesn't necessarily need help. Now we got Hammer of Twilight to increase our basic attack damage. Nice, nice.
Well done.
Oh boy. All right. Yeah. Now pick up your horse and let's go. Got the fountain.
This world will shatter.
And of course, Cho'gal can pretty much solo any camp.
The dragon shall rest on. Unleash its power. Fort shattered.
Oh, knight's up. You know what? Let's go ahead and grab these giants, and then we'll try and get it. Unless someone else wants to get it. Another good thing I like about Cho'gal is that there's no mana. All there is his health. So you don't have to worry about running out of mana with his abilities. You can just keep spamming his abilities as much as you can. There we go. Take that, Li Ming.
Well done, brother. Well.
That's for all the times that you destroyed my team in Hero League. For being so ridiculously overpowered, I can't stand you. Okay, I think it's kind of focusing on us for a moment, so let's go ahead and back away.
Keep destroying.
You fought well this day. You are dying.
Well done.
Compliance.
Silly Illidan. Let's go back and heal.
An enemy keep has fallen.
Giants may. Oh, great. Both our Azul Lunara are down. Oh, Artanis is getting the Knight. And now we'll just push to win. I'll clear this lane. So we at least got to 16.
That keep is no more.
Those bounces, man. Now we can wail away. Oh! Oh, Illidan with that hunt. Oh man, Dahaka was able to do that snare he's got. Oh, beaming. Oh. Ah!
Your killing spree has ended.
Oh no! Here comes the comeback. We may lose this now. If this was Hero League, I think that's what I would be thinking, but thank goodness this is only AI.
Victory.
21-7. Not bad. Our Lunara died 4 times to AI. But she is pretty squishy. So obviously, stats not completely reflective of how it would be in either Quick Match or Hero League, but you can also see we had almost identical siege damage, but Gall is the main damage dealer, because obviously I didn't do nearly that much damage. I'm more so the tanker and the guy who can provide the stuns, whereas Gall is the one who does the real damage. But I'll go into that when we swap, and I will be Gall, and Alpha Med will be Cho, so stay tuned for that.